Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Nashville. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. You look at this defense. There are 32 teams in the NFL, and they're just better than 50% of them at defending the pass, number 16 in the league.
So in prepping for this game, I kept asking myself the question, what's keeping this group from being top 10 in the league against the pass?
And
too many mistakes, especially little mistakes. And those add up into big mistakes. Big mistakes add up into points against you.
Second down, they go again with Henry. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
So certainly not the start they were looking for here as they come up on a 3rd and 14. Draw play. Ingram now. There he goes, right side. He's on his way. Touchdown, Titans. A big play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Titans need just 3 plays to go down and take the early lead.
We see this a lot on 3rd and short yardage, especially down here in the red zone. They're going to sell out to stop the run, try and hold them to a field goal. But once the running back gets past the first wave, the resistance can evaporate after that. And he not only picks up the first, but he takes it all the way into the end zone.
The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback.
Here we go.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here.
Hey, jump right for Tino. Jump right for Tino.
On second down now, it's Ballard. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. He may go. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there. With his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Oilers are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. Elliott good on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll turn to their self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups. Check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall, evaluate this squad and make the changes that you need to.
But you look at this defense. They come into this one rounding out the top 10 in the 10 spot against the run.
Now if they could just get their pass defense in line, this unit would be really, really strong. And remember the conversation with the defensive coordinator? He wants them to rush the passer better. He wants to see the quarterback on the ground. They've got to create some sacks.
And he said it starts early and often. We'll see if they can get to him. On second down, here's Henry. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
They need 2. Here's 3rd down. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down. Well, that one hurts. I mean, it was 3rd down, of course, but now the penalty, and we're back to first down.
Yeah, it hurts momentum in a big way, and they built that up here in the early going. Now, that leaves the opposition with a first down. That's a mistake you don't want to make at this point in the game.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Running from the gun with Henry. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down. The Titans at 2-11 now on the year. Yeah, they've lost 3 straight here. It kind of goes without saying, I guess, but they could certainly use a win.
Yeah, no doubt about that. There's a difference between a losing stretch and a losing streak, and right now, they're not playing their best football, but if they were to fall here, and now you're looking at going 4 games without a win, things can start compounding themselves pretty quickly from this point forward.
2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get an advantage that way.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll try the right side with Henry. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Henry again on 2nd down. And he's going to take this one down to the 25. That 2nd down run a big help. The 7 yards leaves them with just a 3rd and 3 now.
That's why the guy with the headsets is down there. All right, they know what they're doing because they got stuffed on a running play on first down. And I think myself and probably the fans were saying throw the football in this situation. But he knew what he was doing, called another run, and now they've got 3rd and short.
They'll try to run for the first with Ingram. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
But forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front, and a lot of times that is one-on-one. And if you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
Now Harrison Butker for the field goal try. From the right hash, it's a 41-yard attempt. Butker's kick here is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they are able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they, on paper, Charles, no doubt they have the edge in this one. They are sitting with the AFC elite, and on the other side, they're down toward the bottom of the AFC. But you know what they say, especially at this point in the season, watch out for a trap game.
And in doing so, I would take my game plan and condense it. I would rely on my fundamentals, the fact that my players are probably just better, and not try and do too much, do just enough to win the game. And on the other side of the field, I'm doing everything. Every trick play I can think of, every different formation, you name it, I'm throwing it at them in order to try and get the upset win.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a handoff up the middle. Fallon. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time.
The tackle made at the 47-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. Ready for the 2nd quarter, and it's our visitors with the football, as they've got it with 2nd down and less than a yard. And Bateman, he'll go in motion right here. Now they show jet sweep, but instead a run up the middle here. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the 2nd half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a 1st down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Throwing Jones. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Here we go, hey.
2nd and 10. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
Well, partner, I have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel set, 5th defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there. Just a gain of a couple there. And that will bring up second down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
On second down, it's Ballard. He will push his way down to about the 14. Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a third and about 5.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Now Jones. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, it's been a tough go for him. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a fourth down. Well played.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. Back to throw. Jones. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The 4th down pass play doesn't work out. And as a result, it'll be Titan football on the turnover on downs. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3 except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
A first down carry for Henry. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. They'll get it here on the jet sweep. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
Let's go now.
3rd and 2. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he will have a Titans first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2.
And how about that on 3rd down? So many different directions an offense can go. Throw it out wide to the receivers, get it to their speedy running back. They changed up everything and handed it to the fullback, and he surprised them all and picked up a first down.
Two minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. Two first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Levis to throw it. Wide open receiver complete. Touchdown Titans. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again. Jones. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. That is caught. Oh, he's got a little daylight. He's got a first and maybe more. And he steps out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35. A huge play there for Houston. 44 yards.
So often when we're watching a football game, we see one with a lot of ebbs and flows, and this one is no different. And sometimes you just need a big play to wake you up a bit. And they get one right there. That shot of caffeine this offense was looking for.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there. 31 yards. And the Oilers have cut it back within a score. Elliott now to add the extra point. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Back to throw. It's Levis. They go screen. This is Ingram. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Now a 2nd and 2. On the draw, this is Ingram. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. And did he just clock that? Looked like he tried to stop the clock, but the clock wasn't even moving. Now a 2nd and 10. Levis looking to throw. Open man is Kmet, the tight end. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-body tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first.
And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. He hit his first. Now this from 43. Butker's kick here is good, and that will do it for this first half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point, and now he's getting the ball to start the second half. How about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together, come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Up the middle they go. Ballard. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7. Past the 30 to the 32. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Jones from the gun on 3rd down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. A big 3rd down pickup of 20 yards.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down.
First down, Houston.
Half jumbo, half jumbo.
Back to throw. Jones. And it's intercepted at the goal line. It's Roger McCreary with a pick. And the Titans are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. They begin with Henry. And he takes this just about a yard shy of the 20. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Back to the ground, this time with Ingram. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Here's 2nd and 10. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. From the gun, it's a run for Ingram. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves him looking at a 4th down.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
Here's Ryan Stonehouse now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Taking it about the 16. 13 yards the tally on the return there. And out will come the offense as they take over. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments.
North Salad.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Ballard, and he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
On 2nd down now, it's Ballard. Room here to run. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 155 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Rita.
On first down, Ballard. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. We're off to the fourth quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on second down and 11. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Ballard. And for one of the few times here today, this one's not going to go anywhere. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
He finds his man complete. That's Ballard. And they'll get this down to the 10. They come up on a 1st and goal and most likely 4-down territory as they need a touchdown and the PAT for the lead.
Rita.
Looking to throw. Jones. Eluding the pressure right. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Daniel Jones. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Oilers are an extra point away from going back on top here in the 4th.
That's a really good decision right there outside of the pocket. You've got to know the right time to shift from passer to runner. He was looking and looking. Nothing there. You can almost feel the brainwaves firing as he calculates. I think I can win a race to the pylon. And he turns out to be right. Touchdown.
20. Jake Elliott set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. On first down, Levis. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact. But in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Henry running right. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. It's rare that a man his size can at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about tiny? You talking about the little guy back there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone else to help him out.
Levis on 3rd down. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
He was defended by Derek Stingley.
Here's Ryan Stonehouse now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
They'll run on first down. Ballard. And some room to maneuver. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 183 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Less than 2 minutes to play. Down to the wire we go in a one-point game. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Ballard. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. 5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. And a really good show of force there as he gets through for 4 tough yards.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Jones looking around. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
Jones pass complete to number 21. A 3-yard pickup, and it's 3rd down.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. They'll come up now 3rd and 3. Jones. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a first down here. And that should be the one that seals a victory. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
It's 1st and goal and a late touchdown at this stage. Could officially salt this one away. Going for the knockout punch. They'll try and run. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game. Elliott on for the extra point. And with that, the lead is up to 8.
Makes the score Oilers 28, Titans 20. Jake Elliott set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. This is 1st and 10. Levis. Gets it to Burks.
And he is out of bounds right around the 35. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
One final try here for Will Levis.
And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. So they'll quickly now signal for the timeout. And it's definitely not looking good, but at least they'll have one final play to hope for that miracle and get them in the end zone. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over.
What a thrilling fourth quarter this one was. Well, at least, I guess, if you're cheering for the winning side. An outstanding comeback, though, that saw them completely take control and change the outcome of this game.
Yeah, I'm not sure how many of us saw that coming, the way that they were playing and having the lead after 3 quarters. A little bit of a stunning ending because it wasn't just a one-touchdown swing. It was a multiple touchdown swing for them to end up losing that ball game. Give credit where credit is due. They came off the pace and got it done.
So for Houston, they get back to 500 now as the win moves them to 7-7. And they will head back home